Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to ask the question, do you have the right to be disappointed with your strength gains? Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, so I'll preface this video with the fact that I was working with someone who was very, very strong, a younger kid. Weight was in the 160s, I believe. One of the strongest lifters I've ever worked with in the 160s. And the individual expressed to me that they were frustrated with their strength gains, frustrated with their strength progress. They're already very strong when I started working with them, and they were frustrated with their progress in about a 2 month period of time. So it made me think about, do you have the right to be frustrated with your strength progress? And really the heart of this question, the answer to this question is, what is reasonable progress? Part of reasonable progress for the more advanced type of lifters, it can be harder because there's the expectation, especially with younger guys, that were like me. This is how I was rocketing up in strength. I rocketed up in strength in 2.5 years, and then for 7, 8 years, things slowed dramatically. You can't continue to sustain progress like that. So it can be extremely frustrating, especially for younger guys, right? Especially for younger guys that are on the lighter side of lifting. They pretty much capped out where they're going to go really, really quickly, and it's going to be a super grind if they stay at that weight, around that weight range, for a long period of time. If you cap things out, if you really do everything right out of the gate and you get near advanced strength levels, what can you expect? What can you expect moving forward? You can expect very, very limited progress, very limited progress. So what can you do if you're at that level and you're frustrated? You've put on a lot of strength and you're frustrated with your strength levels. What can you do? Well, the best thing you can do is try new things. When somebody comes to me in that position, we're going to try new things. We're going to test things out. We're going to test their work capacity. We're going to try them on higher reps and lower reps. We're going to do a few things they haven't done so I can kind of learn where they're at, where their weaknesses are, where their strengths are, so we can plot a course forward. The best thing you can do if you're frustrated with your strength progress, where you've made good progress and you've become frustrated with your progress, is to try new things, try new ways of training, work new things in chains or paused reps or different protocols, lower rep protocols and higher rep protocols. Just try new things, exercise variations, etc. But the question in this video is, when do you have a right to be frustrated with your progress? Well, that's a very, very good question. If you have everything in check, if your nutrition is in check, if your work ethic is in check, you have a history of making progress, and you've established that you know how to train hard, what can be expected? Well, again, we have to understand that training will always slow down over time. Results will always slow down over time. It's the deeper in you get, the harder it is to grab a pound on any lift. So if you are a near advanced lifter, you might be lucky to get 5 to 10 pounds on your bench press. Let's say you're a guy like this guy, or you've got close to 300-pound bench and you're under 200 pounds and you went up pretty rapidly. What can you expect? Well, it's easy to expect a 400-pound bench because it was super easy for you to get 300. But the reality is it might take you 15 years to get to 400. And that's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. You'll have some freaks, some outliers, and this video isn't for outliers. You'll have some freaks and some outliers that will rocket up even further. But for the average guy that does everything right and accrues a lot of strength rapidly, you need to understand that it's a long, long game at that point. You better buckle it in. You better gird up those fucking testicles, and you better realize the game you're playing, because if you don't, if you don't realize the game you're playing, you're going to fuck yourself. You're going to become impatient. You're going to do stupid shit, and you're going to get yourself hurt, or you're going to get yourself burned out. You need to really love the process at this point. You really need to tinker at this point, and you need to realize that progress is going to be super, super slow. Super, super slow. These are some of the hardest clients I have as a coach, because they come to you having done everything right, and they come to a coach like you or like me, and they almost expect me to do some magic, and it's just not there. There's no magic. What we want to do, again, is, and what you want to do is try new things. Lower rep squats, high rep squats, frequent squats, chain squats, squat variations, pause squats. Same with bench, same with deadlift. That's really the key, because at that point it becomes critical to try new things, to try some variations, to be super patient, etc. But do you have a right? Do you have a right to be upset at the progress of your gains at that point? Well, we need to be realistic. We need to be super realistic with where we're going to go and what the rate of progress is going to be. I rocketed up to like 275 by 4 to 6 in the first 2 years of lifting on bench, from a skinny, fat, weak-ass bencher. And from there, it took me from 1988 to 1999, 11 years to add 70 pounds on my bench. That's 11 years of training. It's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of mucking it out. And again, unless you're a freak and somebody that's going to rock it up to world-class level, right out of the womb, that's the game you're going to be playing. And that's when you have to ask yourself, is this game worth it? So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.